My people, today is Sen Natasha's arraignment.
Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome back to my channel. Guys, wetin dey happen for this country? See the heavy presence of police at FCT court ahead of Natasha's arraignment. So as it be so, Akpabio and Bello, they really bent on sending this woman to jail. But they not go succeed just the way they did not succeed on Monday. So they will not still succeed today. God has been with Senator Natasha. Make una check out all the stones where they don't they stone now. They keep since anyone way as they stone now they come. God they give her the grace to jump and pass. And as so she go see scale through. This one that is actually happening for those of you that are always saying, let her bring her evidence, let her bring her evidence. This woman made Nigerians know that I have evidence, but I am going to submit it only in court. And she gets the reason why she made that statement, that she's only going to submit her evidence in court. When I know saw this why Akpabio and Bello, they fight tooth and nail to make sure say she no submit this her evidence. And talking about evidence, una know say Sandra Duru, where her matter, as far as Nigeria is concerned, she's still a fugitive. But police, as in top police officers, they give shout out to this Sandra Duru, who is a fugitive in Nigeria. Guys, this country no dey surprise una. Nigeria no dey surprise una. A lady who is a fugitive, as far as we know, she gets standing warrant on her head to be arrested. Now Nigerian court now issued that order for her arrest. So that is to say she's a wanted person in Nigeria. Yet Nigerian top police officers, they give shout out to her. Hey, Nigeria, they surprise me, guys. This country, they surprise me. Wetin she get against these people? I wan drop this video for now. Make una see the way Adeola they bring out more evidence against Sandra Duru and all these police officers. Let's not forget Kayode Egbekoto, the IGP of police. Number, as in his name. Whether na in phone, whether na in number, but in name, therefore, among the call log of Sandra Duru. So, guys, I beg watch and drop your comments concerning this in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do, because I'm going to really bring updates concerning the court as far as they come out for the court. I'm going to drop the update sharply. Bye.
My people, today is Sen Natasha's arraignment. We are watching you on Plasma TV because how do you explain that? So many big police bosses are on Sandra Duru's page giving her shout out. Nigerians, move closer. You know, one of the reasons that they are arraigning Sen Natasha is based on the live video made by Sandra Duru. It is written in the court document some of the things that she alleged in her video without providing any evidence. So that's part of the reason why they're arraigning the senator today. And not just that, this woman is listed as one of the witnesses to testify against Senator Natasha in court. Meanwhile, there is a certified court document that shows that the same Sandra Duru is actually wanted for defrauding somebody of 10 million naira in 2015. Allegedly, as in auntie you don't take away this auntie, they scam people. Allegedly. And according to a report by Sarah reporters, she left Nigeria in 2016, but there is still an active warrant for her arrest by a Lagos State Magistrate Court. So how can an alleged fugitive be listed as a witness to a court case? Alright, the court document says Commissioner of Police versus Mrs. Duru Eluobi Sandra, female aged 30 years. This was 2015. You see, no. Maybe the court is lying. We don't know who is lying, but according to this certified copy of the court document, this is still an active arrest warrant. So is it that she's no longer wanted instead of arresting this woman? It's kind of weird that big police officers are making videos to talk about how great she is and how she's a philanthropist and so on. In fact, why am I telling you? I should just show you guys. And she's the one posting all these things on her page, yo. Let's start with the PRO of the police force, formerly the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Uncle Muiwa Boni, my father. Why is he the one advertising the books of an alleged fugitive instead of arresting her?
Yeah, good day. My name is Olumiwa Dijobi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, a public relations practitioner, and I work for the Nigeria Police Force. I want to commend my sister, Dr. Sandra Duru, for putting her resources together to write these motivational and inspirational books, Soul Tonic and Voice of Nature. These are motivational books that you can use as your daily guides for you to be very, very active on every day. So I want to commend her for putting this together. Sen Natasha, a great philanthropist, academician, and of course a motivational speaker, a mother indeed, who has been touching many lives in Nigeria, in the US, and across the globe.
Okay, it's just one of several, by the way, because I am worried though. Uncle Muiwa, what is your relationship with Auntie Sandra? I'm just asking out of concern, because it's not just him. Now watch the former Inspector General of Police, Uncle Solomon Arase, also advertising her books. He wrote a whole speech, which sounds a lot like the way Sandra writes on her page.
Dr. Sandra Duro's literal prowess continues to shine in her latest masterpiece, the 3rd edition to her collection of inspirational works. In this new book, once again proves herself as a beacon of wisdom and insight, guiding readers on a profound journey of self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment. With her signature eloquence and heartfelt prowess, she invites us to dive deeper into the recess of our souls, offering a compelling narrative that resonates with authenticity and grace.
Daddy, what is your relationship with Sister Sandra, a whole Inspector General of Police, and how do you explain the retired DIG, the retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Uncle Frederick Taiwo Lakano, also praising Auntie Sandra? And once again, I'm tempted to suggest that maybe she wrote it for him as well, because he was having trouble reading through some parts of his own speech.
Today, I celebrate a very good friend of so many years, somebody I know I can vouch for, a hardworking woman, an extraordinary woman, a true embodiment of perseverance and strength. From her humble beginnings, which of course I know very well, she has risen to heights that many only dream of, proving that hard work, determination, and unyielding can break any barrier. With her hands skillfully managing multiple successful business ventures, she stands as a beacon of innovation and resilience in both Nigeria and other countries like USA.
Guys, there are other big men on her page that Auntie has been posting their videos, praising her. You know, it's funny that they all kept saying doctor, because one of her alleged victims, David, who came on the show, said that Auntie Sandra doesn't have a degree or a PhD in anything. I don't know whether or not he's saying the truth, but after that interview, she posted a picture to dispute his claim that she doesn't have a degree. She posted a picture for us to see that she has a degree. This is the picture that she posted. The head of the other woman is missing. That is exactly how she posted it. The background doesn't look like a school, but hey, maybe this police officer has verified her doctorate degree. I don't know. One of the whistleblowers, Uncle Obina, talked a little bit about how she gets people to make her shout out videos. And the reason that he talked about this was because after he came on my show, Miss Sandra now posted a video of him also praising her. And then Obina made the video to say that was a long time ago that she practically begged him to make that video. All these officers, like some of them are retired. Another one has been promoted to a different position. So they've made these videos a long time ago. But as soon as this issue of her versus Sen Natasha started, this woman has been posting these videos of these police officers praising her. So the question is, how come big police bosses are praising somebody that they all should know is allegedly wanted? Because the court certified this arrest warrant that she's wanted. Why were they praising her? Let me know what you guys think about this. Meanwhile, I don't know if you've heard, but once again, some people went and attacked the senator's family house in Kogi State. And so the people shouted for help and neighbors came out. So they all fled except for one man. He wasn't able to flee and he was apprehended, and he happens to be a ritualist. So people have been asking how come a ritualist came to her family house in the middle of the night in Kogi. This is the man that was apprehended. Once again, this woman has complained that her life is not safe, that she's been haunted. She submitted a petition. They did not look into that petition. This is not the first time that they are breaking into her family house in Kogi, by the way. I mean, since this matter started, this is the second time. This is an evidence that indeed some people are breaking into her family house. Now, speaking of Obinna, guys, I am so excited to tell you that he has been released. Praise him, praise him, praise. Won't he do it? This man only came on the show to talk about his experience with Sandra, and just like that, they picked him up and locked him up for weeks without charging him with anything. Where is the fear of God? Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Obinna has been released. We're so thankful. We thank the Lord. In any case, we'll be watching what happens today. We'll be watching you on Plasma TV. Now, speaking of oppressing people, move closer. Did you hear about what happened to Senator Natasha Akpabio? Hey, as you guys are aware, she was supposed to be arraigned a couple of weeks ago, but they moved it to the 19th. It is this Thursday, only for us to wake up yesterday, Monday yesterday, to find out that there has been another lawsuit, another federal lawsuit against Senator Natasha Akpabio. By the way, this was filed by Akpabio and Yaya Bello. The same people filed a federal lawsuit once again against Sen Natasha Akpabio, and basically they filed the same lawsuit that they had filed against her. I don't know, maybe they don't want to wait till Thursday, I don't understand, or maybe they try to bribe the judge that will preside over the case on Thursday and they were not able to bribe the judge. I really don't understand why they will file another lawsuit, the exact same lawsuit again against her. So not only did they file this lawsuit again, the very same day that they filed the lawsuit, they decided to arraign her that same day without serving her lawyer. Now let me just tell you about what happened. Somebody just called her lawyer out of the blue and they were like, you know that your client is supposed to be here today, and it's like, for what? She's not supposed to be there until Thursday. Her arraignment is on Thursday. And the person was like, no, there's another lawsuit against her. The lawyer was like, what are you talking about? This person said a federal lawsuit. The lawyer said, yes, now the federal lawsuit, the arraignment is on Thursday. And this person insisted, no, there is another federal lawsuit against your client. You better start coming. The lawyer left everything, put on their robe, and started running to the court. When they got to the court, guess what the lawyer saw? The lawyer saw soldiers and police, about 100 of them outside, and he was like, nobody told me that Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court today now, because it is usually when Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court that they have all these soldiers and policemen everywhere. So the lawyer was wondering what was happening. He did not know that all those soldiers and policemen were there for his client, Senator Natasha Akpabio. As soon as the man entered, he started hearing, my lord, because the defendant is not here today, we have a right to go and have her arrested for failing to show up in court. This was happening as he was walking you. That was how the lawyer said, excuse me, what do you mean the defendant is not here? The defendant was never served. My client was never served. I am her lawyer. I did not receive anything. I was not served. How can you arraign somebody that you did not even notify that she has a case? The lawyer was so upset. He said, look at me, I'm not supposed to be here. Even though that I got a tip to be here. They said, and they tried to serve her, they were unsuccessful. The lawyer said, what do you mean? You know my name, you know my office? You could have dropped the paper for me. You know her, you know where she lives. You could have served her. You did not do any of this. He said, my lord, you cannot expect somebody to be in court when they were not served, when they were not aware that they have a court hearing. Remember, these people came to court with police, with soldiers. They were prepared. And they intentionally did not tell her or her lawyers. If not for that good Samaritan that tipped her lawyer. Do you know that based on the fact that she did not show up to a case that she's not even aware exists, the prosecution counsel, Akpabio's lawyer, now urged the court to issue a bench warrant for the arrest of Senator Natasha Akpabio. They wanted to go and arrest her with a huge display of power, just to oppress. They were not even going there with 1, 2, 3 policemen and soldiers. No, they had a whole battalion ready to go and arrest this woman. Because of what? What kind of intimidation is this? Now, when the judge found out that she was not served, Justice Mohammed Umar rejected the request by the prosecution to arrest her for failing to present herself for arraignment based on the fact that she was not served. Exactly what has this woman done wrong? Let's just look at it together. Initially, this woman said that she's been sexually harassed. They kicked her out of Senate. They suspended her for 6 months. On top of that, they brought a federal lawsuit against her in which she will be arraigned this Thursday. It's just 2 more days. So they now brought another federal lawsuit, the same thing. On the same day, they decided to arraign her in absentia, without telling her, without serving her, without telling her lawyers. If not that her lawyer decided to go and check out the tip that was given to him by this good Samaritan, the next thing, they will just get the approval of the court and they will just storm this woman's house and they will just take her to prison. They will say she was arrested for failing to show up in court. And if that had happened, how would she even now fight for her rights to say, I was not aware? She wouldn't be given the opportunity to even explain that she was not served. This is wrong. This is intimidation on another level. I don't understand why these people are so desperate to get rid of this woman. Why they are so desperate to put her in prison. All she's asking for is fair hearing. She's supposed to hear her case in court. Remember, she filed a lawsuit on this sexual harassment. She wants to present her evidence in court, but they want to arraign her before the day that she would present her own evidence in court. By now, people who are saying that maybe the woman was lying, many of them are also starting to think, is this how to handle the situation? If someone even lied against you as a Senate president, all you needed to do was step down honorably and allow for independent investigation. But instead of that, this man is bent on putting her in prison. And if they are doing all this to her, now that she's out of the Senate, I can only imagine all that this man has been doing to her even before now. Anyway, Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Senator Natasha. On the 19th, this Thursday, at 11 a.m., the court hearing will be held at High Court number 8. High Court 8. It's in Maitama in Abuja. At this point, all I see is desperation. Desperation to silence her. Desperation to put her in prison.